This next one's coming in from Kevin Keepers. Get a picture. Could the Broncos trade for Aaron Rodgers? Okay. I mean, could they? Sure. And I mean, that we saw before the Broncos bring in a veteran quarterback, and at that time, Peyton, I don't think people thought Peyton was done, but there was at least some questions around his neck.
Neck injury.
Nobody thinks Aaron Rodgers is done.
No.
But we've seen it work before. John Elway, Aaron Rodgers. Hey, if Rodgers goes to Denver, I still don't think they're the favorite in that division. However, top 5 team in the AFC.
He fits well because you got some speedsters guys like KJ Hamler. You got Cortland Sutton, who really high points the football well.
Love
and,
Noah Fant.
Jerry Jeudy's pretty good. And you got a legit tight end in Noah Fant. I think the fit would be great. I wouldn't put them at the top of my list. If you're watching live, stay tuned for our Aaron Rodgers trade destinations. If you're watching at a later date, that video is probably already published, so check that out. But this would be interesting in Denver. I think they could be a dark horse team for Aaron Rodgers.
So where do y'all think Rodgers is going to play next season? I mean, do you think it's going to be the Green Bay Packers? Obviously, tight Packers. His contract can be moved. I mean, for a team, if they end up moving him, you're only going to have to pay basically $24.3 million over the next 3 years to have Aaron Rodgers. Per season. To have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, $74 million is the overall contract for those 3 years. But let us know in the comments, where will Rodgers play next year? What up, Chris? Is Vic Fangio on the hot seat entering 2021? I mean,
it's an interesting question for the Broncos head coach because I know there was some chatter that maybe they should move on after this past year. I think they had a lot.
Vic Fangio.
I like Fangio. They had a lot of injuries, and Drew Lock hasn't been that great. So I don't know how much it's actually on Fangio. These are some names, Mitch, I think that could be on the hot seat entering this season. Fangio is one of them. Matt Nagy is certainly on the hot seat in Chicago.
He's probably the hottest.
Mike McCarthy could be if they struggle early on in the season. I mean, wasn't a good first year. Zach Taylor for the Bengals, they've got to improve certainly in his third season. And hopefully Joe Burrow can get healthy and stay healthy there.
The reason why his seat's super hot, if the Bengals struggle, I mean, Joe Brady, head coach of the Bengals. I mean, it's just lock it in.
It's meant to be.
For those of you who don't know, Joe Brady, he was the offensive coordinator for Joe Burrow at LSU.
Yep.
All right, so which NFL coach gets fired first next season? Okay.
That's a good question.
I like this one. So, I mean, out of the names that you just showed us, I'm actually going to throw out a name like Zach Taylor because I think that already.
They start like 0-3.
If Joe Brady was straight up like, I'll take that job, they're like, okay. Yeah.
Okay. If you start 0-2, Zach, you're gone or something.
You lose the first game, you're done. No, that would be a bit of a stretch.
That's like when the Lakers, was it the Lakers or when he went back to the Cavs, fired Mike Brown after literally 5 games? They're like, yeah, we're done.
I don't.
0-5. That'd be like losing week 1 and getting fired.
Somebody said Adam Gase again. I think it's actually between Nagy and I think it's between a guy like Zach Taylor. Maybe if the Cowboys start out like 0-7 or some crazy
Jerry won't
shit
fire
like that.
him mid-season. I don't think so.
I mean, if they start out 0-7, I would hope.
Maybe. We'll see. Let us know what you guys think.
I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah, let us know. Next head coach, or I guess the first head coach that gets fired.
We've got some NFL face masks available on sale for up to 75% off when you go to chatsworths.com/stay safe. We got some Seahawks ones. We also have some Miami Dolphins face masks, but all 32 teams are represented. Solo packs all the way up to 4-packs. Look, COVID's still lingering around, so you're going to have to wear one of these in Publix. And look, I'll get to say, if stadiums are allowed to have fans next year, Tom, you're pretty good chance you're still going to have to wear one of these.
Yeah,
so
it's just not going to be done yet.
So why not represent your team in the process? Chatsports.com/stay safe. That link is in the comments. It's in the description. Lots of cool varieties. Like I said, they're on sale as well. So go ahead and pick up your favorite kind. They're on sale. Chatsports.com/stay safe. One more time, it's chatsports.com/stay safe. Lots of different face coverings available for all 32 NFL teams.
Some major on-sale discounts, too, by the way.
Yes, up to 75% off.
Akash, what up, my man? Who do you think is the better prospect, Nick Bolton or Zaven Collins? I'm on the Zaven Collins train. Anytime you can win Best Defensive Player at a school like Tulsa, it is impressive. But I did watch a lot more tape on Bolton, linebacker from Missouri. He might actually have higher upside than Zaven.
He wants to rip people's head off. Like he flies around. So I don't think you can go wrong. I think they're both solid players. Bolton, you could probably get a little bit later, I would
Bolton's
say.
Built more to be the middle linebacker. Zaven Collins reminds me of a more, we'll say, modern-day linebacker, if you will. So both really, really good picks. I think the real question is who goes number 2, because I do think Micah Parsons is the number 1.
I agree.